Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know, the only thing that you have to do to reach your goals is stay in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Now, I'm not sure if you know the author Neville Goddard. If you don't, I would really get to know him. You've got to sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Now, in other words, you've got to become a vibrational match for your goal. And we're really going to dive into this, and I'm going to give you practical steps on how you can do that. Now, the only thing that takes people out of the vibration of the goal is when they start looking outside of themselves and they can't see how it's going to happen. So they start worrying, they start doubting, and that worry and doubt turns into fear. So what you've really got to do is focus on staying a vibrational match for your goals. Now, there's going to be loads and loads of challenges and obstacles that come across your path. You know, if I was to tell you some of the stuff that has happened for me to get where I am, I mean, I'd probably ruin your day. But I want you to really build a bulletproof attitude. You know, if you're letting the outside world control how you feel, I mean, you're going backwards. I mean, that's a very dangerous place to be. You've got to build a bulletproof attitude. So let's go to the stick person. The top half of the circle is the conscious mind. The bottom half is the subconscious mind. And this is the body. Conscious mind is the thinking mind, thoughts. The subconscious mind is the emotional mind, feelings. The body is our actions. Now, your attitude is made up of these three things. Your attitude is a composite of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And it's your actions that produce your results. Do you know if you let the outside world control what you think about, your results cannot change? There's a great book by Viktor Frankl. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. And he was a Jewish psychiatrist that was in the concentration camps. Now, me and you have probably never experienced the torture that man went through. Do you know what he said? He said no matter how much torture and physical or mental pain the Nazis put him through, no one could cause him to think something that he didn't want to think. Because we've been given these intellectual faculties, and one of them is reason. Now, reason gives us the ability to think. Thinking is the highest function of what we're capable of. So when outside forces or challenges come across our way, you can reject it. Your conscious mind is the subconscious mind's bodyguard. Nothing can enter the subconscious mind unless you allow it to through your conscious mind. So if you see on the news that the economy is bad, I mean, do you want it to be bad? Then reject it. Your conscious mind has the ability to accept or reject anything. The subconscious mind is completely different. The subconscious mind must accept whatever is impressed upon it. So if a person watches the news and the news says that the economy is really bad, if they let that register in their conscious mind and they impress it upon their subconscious mind, their subconscious mind picks up on the fact that the economy is bad, and it makes that person's economy bad. My economy is never bad. I'm making more and more every single month. Do you know why? Because I reject that idea. I only accept the idea that my economy is amazing. So what you've really got to do is you've got to take strong conscious control of what you're thinking about. I mean, if someone comes up to you in the street and says, I've heard you're a bad person, if you let that register in your conscious mind, you impress the idea that you're a bad person onto your subconscious mind, that expresses itself in your actions, and you actually become a bad person. Even though what that person told you could have been a lie. So if someone comes up to you and says, I've heard you're a bad person, all you've got to say is, okay. In your mind, your conscious mind, in your thinking, You reject that. And you impress the thought that I am an amazing person up on your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind picks up on that. It alters your vibration and it alters your actions. The action step for this is I really want you to get really good at accepting and rejecting ideas. No one can cause you to think about something that you don't want to think about. So next time that thought comes in, that it's hard to earn money, that this person's bothering me, reject that idea. Only accept ideas that you want. If you're thinking about what you don't want, you're impressing what you don't want onto your subconscious mind. Do you know that your subconscious mind is connected to infinite intelligence? Any thought impulse that is impressed upon the subconscious mind immediately starts to translate itself into its physical equivalent. Now, not letting the outside control the inside is one of the hardest things to do, but it's well worth the effort. So I really want you to get really good at accepting and rejecting ideas. You know, most people don't think. Most people don't think. They leave the subconscious mind wide open and they watch the news, and everything that's going on the news goes right into that rich garden of the subconscious mind. Now, what did we say about the subconscious? It cannot reject. Anything that is impressed upon it, the subconscious mind has to accept. You really want to start thinking for yourself. Start thinking the truth. That you have infinite potential. No one knows what you're capable of doing. No one knows what you're capable of earning. And that's not just my opinion. There's only two sources of reference that we can go to find anything out about ourselves. One is science and one is theology. You know, if you go to them two sources of reference and ask what we're capable of doing, they can't tell you. All they say is that you have infinite potential. And that is my job. Now, the best definition I've heard of a mentor is a mentor sees something inside of yourself that you can't yet see yourself. And they help you bring it to the surface. And that's my job. I really want to help you take a massive quantum leap this year. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm Joel McLeod, and you have an abundant day.